Okay, so the course policy section of the syllabus, most of this stuff is it's already been covered. If you've gotten this far into down the syllabus, so I'll try to make this brief to not be duplicative in the videos. So teaching methodology, you can read that. It's in terms of what the methods we're using for the assignments and the lecture content, class participation and attendance. So really, this is obviously with the discussion post assignments. We'll have some level of that's a bit of a participation assignment in terms of discussion posts, as well as the introductions, of course. But really, your engagement in this course is just being involved in the content and your assignments. So, and that's instead of like going into a classroom and the instructor like takes attendance, like you're really taking your own attendance, meaning that your participation in the course is all there in Blackboard. So, and likewise with the timely submission of assignments, like this is all like the good thing about it is, and the reason why I look at the analytics and the data that in Blackboard to see how engaged people are is really not just oh well, I'm going to lower their grade because they're not spending an amount of time, but what I'm really the purpose for me is it helps me know if someone's fallen behind, and so that I can be more proactive in trying to reach out and engage that student. So that's really what I that's how I use that content. And your attendance participation is really your activity, your involvement, the time you spend in your Blackboard course shell. So, and on your assignments therein. Okay, so and then timely submission of assignments. The semester goes by very quickly, as you probably already know, and it can be easy to fall behind. So try to be diligent. That's why I lay everything out in the table format, because I want to try to make it as easy for you to make sure you're keeping up. And but things come up and things happen, and really, in terms of managing that, I just want you to do what you would, what most places want you to do that you're working in either now or after graduation, is just make sure you're communicating proactively. Okay, so if something happens, things come up, personal challenges, health issues, family issues, we all get it, and because we all experience it from time to time. So just make sure you're communicating with me. If you need more time, generally it's fine. Obviously, if it's happening all the time, then it's a different conversation. But really, if you run into something, just be proactive. Make sure, hey, this is what's happening. Or, you don't have to go into to detail, of course, but just let me know something's happening and you'd like more time on an assignment, and it'll be fine. Now, keep in mind, at the end of the semester, the end of the semester is the end of the semester. Grades are due. So there's less flexibility as we get closer to the end. But just communicate with me, and I'll do my best to work with you. Okay, so that's it on timely submission of assignments. Writing skills. To me, writing you can read it there, is an important tool of both advocacy or a tool of social work in both clinical and macro settings. So being intentional about that journey to continually building your writing skills, as I try to do even now, is really, I believe to be really important. So, and for our class, that's really mostly about the topic proposal paper. And, and on the slides, obviously you don't want, typos and things like that on your slides either. Because that will, when you're out there doing that work out there after graduation, as you're building your own brand as a social worker, those things can be distracting they are distracting to your audience. So that's why that's important. The UMB Writing Center again, we're not doing a whole lot of writing in this course, but I always make sure in all my classes, no matter how much writing we're doing, that I make sure people are aware of that resource. Students are aware of that resource because they're really good. I've never gotten any kind of feedback other than like they were really nice and really helpful. So, and that's for many many years now. So that's that. Um, I try to the communication stuff we already talked about. My personal goal is to turn around grades and feedback within a week of whenever that assignment's due. If I'm falling behind, which is doesn't happen too often, I will tell you. I will proactively let you know. Hey, I'm still working through the grades, grading and feedback, and it'll be maybe a few more days. So I will do in kind for you guys. If I'm not able to turn something around in a week, I'll make sure I'm communicating that to all of you. Okay. Skill requirements, online etiquette and behavior. You can read that. I think you all know it, and I don't have any worries about it. The school-wide information, again, you can read it. I'm working on the assumption that you guys, institutional policies, you're good with all of that. The schedule obviously is at the top of the syllabus because I don't know why you would put it at the bottom. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the syllabus, and hopefully the video tutorial is helpful.